This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Alright, so thanks for checking out my playthrough. This is my first time playing the game, and I'm pretty excited. I've seen some people play it, and I kind of have an idea as to what it's about. Mostly, you are supposed to play this character, and
all of his co-workers were gone.
Just got cut off by the narrator.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
What a dickhead.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Anyways.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
I'm gonna let you finish.
He couldn't find a trace
but
of his
Gladys
co-workers.
from Portal was the best narrator of all time. Alright, anyways. So, narrator likes to cut me off a lot, I've noticed.
When
but basically,
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But basically, the premise of the game is to either follow the instructions of the narrator to make his story complete, or to go on your own separate path and see how it affects the game.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I was thinking about putting this on Reddit, but it's just going to immediately get downloaded. So if you guys like it, obviously in YouTube or something, so I don't hate my life. If I get enough likes and people actually enjoy this, I'll probably make the rest of the series.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I don't think I could live without going in this room. Personally, I mean, check out this table. Pure mahogany. Look at... Oh, God.
Yes.
Great.
Really, really worth it.
I fucking love this room!
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
I just want to rub my
here
face
you
on the
sit
carpet.
looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
This narrator's an asshole. He cuts me off. He makes fun of me. It's like my father.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
This dude wants me out. I'm gonna chill a little longer.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
But so far I like the game, how the narrator actually has an important part, and he actually like gets kind of pissy with you if you don't do what he says. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of digging that. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I don't think anything's happening.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Just kidding.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. That's a giant desk. Enormous, actually. Now, for example, if this was my real life, all I do at work is just look up... I just look up videos of bulldogs playing around. I love bulldog puppies. Anyways, back to the game. Penalty for misuse. Cargo lift, blah, blah, blah. Do not jump. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Here we
wrong.
go!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, so I don't think that worked out very well. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh shit, I had to start over! Oh, damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so...
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
We're not doing
it's
that again.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep, so if you jump, you end up dying. The narrator is not lying about this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I got baby
to
girl.
Put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Alright, so the narrator's probably lying. Because from what I've understood... from what I think he's kind of an asshole. He's a pretentious asshole. No, this room's way too dark for me to go in here. Yeah, we're gonna leave. Blazing my own path, narrator. Oh, just kidding. Door's locked. GG. Just kidding. Well played. Well played, narrator. Alright!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
What's this?
Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
She's just calling. Want me to take care of some other man's kid. I ain't about that life.
Clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Oh, that's nice.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect
poured a bunch
course of
of
action.
Mountain Dew all over
How is
my
that even
crotch.
possible?
I'm
None
gonna
of these
sit here and
decisions were
sulk.
supposed to mean anything.
Damn it.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful
That's a
choices?
shameless plug for Mountain Dew.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
so mean.
Or did you not
gonna
grasp
hide in this
the
corner.
severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
game's so-
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
This game's so different.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
What the hell's that?
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer
my
radius of his
God!
house. Which choice would you make?
What is this?
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational
He
logic.
just lit
If you find yourself speaking with
a
a person
small
who
African
does
child
not
on
make
fire.
sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh, my goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and
Excellent.
crack.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Alright, let's see if I can pass.
Ah, welcome back.
Nice.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Oops.
But not to worry.
My bad.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
So that's another really cool thing. I've been going against his orders and his wishes, and things are getting a little worse in the world. So that room was all different colors, and for some reason had a bunch of, like, lifts and shit in it. I don't understand why.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
They put rails up.
That story would make no sense at all.
It's childproof
We
now.
just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alright, let's get out of here then. Let's go right the wrongs that we've done. Make sure the narrator doesn't kill himself. God, this room's so
Almost
nice.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
He's so jolly when I'm actually listening to him, but he's such an asshole when I'm not.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The one on the right!
No! Why did you do that?